Hey Saints, welcome back to SFHS Today. I'm She.
And I'm Genuine.
In national news, confirmation hearings are being held for Trump's administration. President Trump's pick for Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, was confirmed on February 1st. This week, Betsy DeVos was confirmed along party lines as Secretary of Education with a historical tie-breaking vote coming from Vice President Mike Pence.
In addition, Senator Jeff Sessions was confirmed on Wednesday as Attorney General. 52 to 47 were the votes.
The one-act cast of Antigone placed third at finals that took place in Hermantown on Saturday. The cast will have one final public performance at 10:40 a.m. at the Guthrie Theater as part of the Minnesota Thespians Chapter Select Competitions on February 20th. And in more theater news, this week, auditions for the musical All Shook Up featuring Elvis Presley music was held on Monday and callbacks on Tuesday. Let's go to Brittany Sitch and Jessica Hebert for more information.
I auditioned for Dennis in the musical. I'm looking forward to, it's Elvis, so his music is just great. It's a lot of fun to sing.
I auditioned for Natalie, and I'm really excited to see if I got it or not.
I auditioned for chorus, and I'm really excited to just be a part of it because I've never done a play before.
I tried out to be in chorus just to get the experience first, and then I'm excited to meet new people and get close to teachers.
I tried out for chorus too, but I got a call back for Lorraine, and I'm really excited to meet new people too.
I auditioned for Sylvia, and I'm most excited for the music.
I auditioned for Lorraine, and I am excited to start a new play and have a bunch of my new friends who've never done theater before do theater with me.
I auditioned for Mayor Matilda, and I am excited to be in another production.
I auditioned for Just Chorus, and I'm really excited to do all the dancing and all the singing.
Later today, the Bridge Street Singers will board a bus for Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin to participate in their third competition of the year. Hey Chief, aren't you involved in show choir?
I am.
Are you keeping up with your attendance?
I have a few misses here and there, but yeah, why do you ask?
For those who don't know the consequences of not keeping up with your attendance, here's Danielle and Bree with some information on the attendance policy.
Policy is for each unexcused, you need to make up a lunch detention. There's also Saturday school options that have been offered this year. A few students have taken the opportunity. In some extreme cases, we'll also offer before or after school to make that up. It's basically if you get a no field trip list, and what we'll do is the assistant principals we'll start meeting with students and try to give them a heads up on that.
Well, the expectation is for a student to participate in practice or a game that they'd be in school the entire day. There are some exceptions.
Seniors get exemption days. So seniors get potentially 2 to 3 exemption days decided by the school board. Usually that's determined sometime in April or May, depending on the amount of snow days. So seniors get those days off. To be eligible to do that, you have to be in good standing. So you have to have your attendances make up, and you also have to everything turned in and all that type of stuff to be able to do that.
If students are tardy to school, the first time it happens, we let the coaches sort of handle it. They all are able to have a team roster, and they can see if a student is absent to any class. But if they're tardy to school, the first time the coach can deal with them as is, and after that they're supposed to not practice if they're tardy to school.
Students who are thinking about a career in science have the opportunity to work with scientists from Medtronic. First meeting of Science Club is Wednesday, February 15th, after school in Mr. Graves' room, C107. See Mr. Grave or Ms. Dobson for questions. If any parents have science careers and are interested in helping, please contact Mr. Graves at 763-213-1548.
Knowledgeable had a meet on Tuesday, February 7th, and 2 teams are now in position to advance into the postseason competition.
Zach Mayer, Skylar Tadaro, Aaron Emmerich, and James Stapfer placed 4th, and Connor Sullivan, Alex Sweeney, Alexander Ferguson, and Kelsey Phelan placed 6th. With Valentine's Day around the corner, Student Council is selling carnations in the Commons during lunch.
Prices are 1 for $1.50, 6 for $8, with a vase $10, 12 for $15, with a vase $17. People can order them at lunch and they'll be delivered to your friend or special someone on Valentine's Day.
Friday, February 17th is National Random Acts of Kindness Day. Random acts of kindness can be done every single day of the year, But next Friday is to bring awareness and help unite our students to reach out and positively affect others. That's all we have for you this week.
Have a great weekend, Saints.
Hey Saints, this is Weather. I'm Bree.
And I'm Brittany.
You can catch us outside this weekend because today will be partly cloudy with a high of 45 and a low of 28.
Tomorrow will be cloudy with a high of 38 and a low of 30.
Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 37 and a low of 25.
Have a great weekend, Saints.
Hey Saints, I'm Connor.
And I'm Walker, and this is sports.
This past Sunday, Super Bowl 51 took place in Houston, Texas. The New England Patriots came out on top over the Atlanta Falcons in overtime with a final score of 34-28.
Last week, the Saints boys wrestling team took the win over STMA to become Mississippi 8 Conference champs. In addition, Joey Lipinski became the Minnesota Freshman State Champion.
Reporters Nastia and Sarah went out and spoke with head coach John Lorenzen and some of the wrestlers on the big win.
The season started at the end of November, but we've been working for a conference title since, the middle of the season is when we decided that would be our next goal we wanted to work towards, probably after the Rumble on the Red. Practicing every day for it, taking one tournament at a time, and we ended up getting it done.
The match last week was the match for the conference championship. We had just come off of the conference tournament, and two of our varsity wrestlers were out of the lineup for concussion protocol, and another wrestler was out of the lineup for other reasons, and so we were very concerned going into this match, and we expected to win, but we thought it would be a much closer match than the first match. I guess the highlight of the night would have been when Lucas Sherburne pinned at 220 pounds to seal the match and seal the victory. We had a great crowd that night, lots of students, and it was a close match all the way up. And in the end, our leaders came through and sealed the deal. This last weekend was the 9th grade state tournament. Joey Lipinski won a state championship at 160 pounds. Zajan McCartan, I believe it's his second year wrestling, was 5th, and Andrew Hoagland was 8th, and so they all placed at the state tournament. We had 3 other wrestlers participate: Ben Hallen, Ryan Grisey, and Tate Skoquist. So we've got a really good 9th grade program, a 9th grade team too. So
we had 8 people take all conference as individual. After beating St. Michael for the conference championship, we are now ranked 4th in the state. Next goal is to go to state and be state champ.
now we enter the postseason. Next week we will wrestle for the section team championship for a chance to go to St. Paul and wrestle in the state team tournament. So,
as individuals, I think we kind of have started to work on more of what we need to work on to be successful. But in the room, I think we're all grinding pretty hard to get the same goal as a team. And like Mitchell said, next goal would be section champs and then state champs. So, and honestly, I think we can make that happen.
Last Saturday, the boys varsity hockey team took a resounding loss to Cloquet with a final score of 14-2. The boys played Thursday night against STMA. Results can be found online.
The girls hockey team also took a tough loss to Cambridge Isani last Friday with a final score of 1-0. The girls had a big section game Thursday night at Forest Lake. Results can be found online.
Last Saturday, the boys and girls basketball game hosted a Coaches versus Cancer event. The day couldn't have gone better as both girls and boys won. Through the combined effort of the community, the Saints raised $8,814 that went directly to Lisa Fryer in her battle with leukemia.
Coach Ryan Hauge said, "Saturday night we also honored the fight of a courageous woman, colleague and friend to many of us. Thanks to everyone who donated throughout the week and those who attended the event Saturday to support our basketball program and Lisa. Although both teams did come out on top Saturday, both teams lost to Buffalo High School on Tuesday night, each with a score of 58-48.
As the winter sports season goes on, many Saints have had to push through despite their injuries. Reporters Genuine and Ben went out and spoke with some injured athletes and our trainer Dustin on how athletes can stay healthy during the long winter season.
I've torn my ACL twice, once during junior year while playing basketball, and the second time in our section semifinal against Chisago Lake. Playing on it's pretty difficult. I mean, if I twist or move in an unnatural way, it gives out and I have to take a couple seconds, let it recover. But most of the time it's pretty good for me. When it happened both times, it hurt pretty good. I felt it pop. The second time I realized what happened. I had my first surgery on January 28th, 2016.
Did you only have one surgery?
Yeah, and I'm planning on having surgery sometime around April. I'm planning on playing the rest of the season, wherever that ends, and then probably get surgery sometime in late spring and just let it recover.
I tore them twice, and the first time was my freshman year playing varsity soccer, and the second time was my sophomore year. Yeah, it hurt really bad. You could hear it popping. I was out when the first time it happened, it was so bad I couldn't even stand. And the second time I kind of knew what happened, so I just kind of went to the doctor right away. Yeah, freshman year I was kind of bummed because I was just super excited to be playing varsity. And sophomore year it was probably worse just because it was the second time, and I was 15 days away from a full year of recovery, and I didn't get to recover for a full year even before I tore it again.
This past Saturday, Winter Dance wrapped up their season. They finished 8th in jazz and 10th in kick, with Anoka taking 1st in jazz and Brainerd taking 1st in kick.
Gymnastics took 2nd place to North Branch at senior night on February 6th. Newcomer Felicia Bartell has been making a great contribution to the Saints gymnastics team. That makes her our athlete of the week.
How many years have you been in gymnastics?
11 years.
Can you explain the biggest difference from club to now high school?
Probably the teammates are more closer and it's less strict.
She's improved in her routines with steps and her difficulty.
What's your favorite event and why?
Bars, probably because I'm better at it.
I definitely think her bar score has improved and overall quality of her routine.
You can always have a good laugh with her, so she's fun to be around.
What's your favorite memory so far this season?
Probably before the meets when everyone gets together and have parties.
I think the biggest thing she has to overcome is herself. I think that if she puts a whole meet together with every event, that she can do well at sections.
This past Saturday, Amanda Anderson represented SFHS in the high school powerlifting meet, and she won her weight class, as well as female overall best lifter.
St. Francis High School Trap and Skeet Club registration opened for new members on Wednesday, February 1st. Trap and Skeet Club is open to all students grades 9 through 12. Registration information will be available in the Community Education Office. Team membership is limited and is filled on a first-come, first-served basis. Questions? Please call 763-213-1640.
Have a great weekend, Saints.